So every year, registered migration agents like myself need to undergo professional migration training to update ourselves on changes to the Australian migration system. And here we are in beautiful Tuscany. The sun is shining today. We've just undergone training by Migration Professional Education. This is an organisation based in Brisbane, and the migration trainer, Bruce Henry, has 25 years experience in the migration industry, so is really well placed in experience and knowledgeable to impart his migration knowledge through the training to migration agents like myself. So this weekend we talked about some of the major changes that happened this year to the skilled migration program in Australia, particularly the revocation of the modal list and the revocation of the critical skills list, and also the introduction of the new skilled occupation list. So the new SOL came out 1st of July this year. And basically there was a lot of discussion about whether there would be any more changes to the general skilled migration program. And I guess the conclusion was there could be, or there might not be. It's difficult to say, particularly with the general election just gone and the Labor government being returned. Although some things have been put on hold that were talked about earlier this year. That we're going to undergo some change. Not much has happened since the new government, or the Labor government has been returned. So at this stage, it's very, very difficult to predict whether people can expect the Australian government to make more changes to the Australian skilled migration program. One big thing that is on a lot of people's minds would be the state migration plans. At the moment, only Queensland and New South Wales have their lists out, but all other states don't. And so one of the talking points at the migration training seminar was about when the state migration plans were going to be introduced. And again, the general conclusion was not before November. But one thing that was a great benefit to hear was that we kind of know what the structure of the state migration plans are going to be. And that is, most state governments are going to set quotas for particular occupations that they want to attract to their state. So, for example, if Western Australia wants 300 production engineers, then once it has sponsored 300 production engineers, that particular occupation for sponsorship will be closed. So in relation to the state migration plan, there's not much else we can really say about it, in that it's still a lot of guesswork in terms of what's going to happen. But hopefully, all this wondering will be put aside soon enough when the state governments do introduce their plans. If you are interested in going to Queensland or New South Wales, as I said, their state migration plans are already out. Go to their websites. I'll put the web link on this video at the end. But yes, go to their website and see what occupations they will sponsor. They're not sponsoring a lot of occupations, but they are sponsoring occupations nonetheless. So check their websites out. And finally, I wanted to talk about family migration, in particular spouse visa applications, just to say to everybody that if you are looking at applying for a spouse visa application at the moment, if you're based in, say, UK or Ireland, that spouse visa applications get lodged with the Australian High Commission in London, and the current processing time at the moment has blown out to 5 to 6 months. It was 3 to 4 months. It's now 5 to 6 months. So don't be making plans to go to Australia, or wedding plans or whatever kind of family reunion plans, without considering the fact that you could be waiting 5 to 6 months for your visa before being able to go over to Australia on the spouse visa. And one other thing, if you're a migration agent out there watching this video, I cannot recommend highly enough the migration training that I received from Migration Professional Education from Bruce Henry. It's been really, really great. The materials are wonderful. Bruce is so knowledgeable, and he's just got a great personality, and he just manages to convey so many complicated and difficult things about the migration regulations. And he also has extensive case work experience as well. So not only is he talking from the materials themselves in terms of the regulations, but he also has so much experience with actual cases. And I mean, at the end of the day, as a registered migration agent, you do really want to hear about the real life stories to be able to kind of take from that, lessons and ideas of what to do in your own practice and with your own client files. So, as I said, please do, if you want to do the continuing professional development training here in Tuscany with migration professional education, then go to their website on the screen and check it out for next year. Maybe we'll see you there. So on that note, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the scenery as much as I have, and I will see you again in the next video. Bye-bye.